Hello and welcome to Bounding into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding into Comics. Today I got a story about Pop Culture Classroom attempting to get Terror on the Prairie and the Mandalorian actress Gina Carano removed from Fan Expo Denver, a comic book convention that takes place in Denver, Colorado. Pop Culture Classroom is an organization that claims to inspire, quote, a love of learning, increases literacy, celebrates diversity, and builds community through the tools of popular culture and the power of self-expression. Admitted they attempted to get Carano removed from the upcoming Fan Expo Denver. Carano was announced to appear at Fan Expo Denver on the Fan Expo Denver Twitter account on April 6th. The convention tweeted, "The Fan Expo Denver Star Wars lineup is growing. Gina Carano is coming to Denver and joining Star Wars legends like Ming-Na Wen, Carl Weathers, and Ashley Eckstein." In response to Carano's invitation and confirmed announcement for Fan Expo Denver, Pop Culture Classroom took to their Twitter account, issuing a statement revealing they attempted to get her removed from the convention. First, they wrote, "Pop Culture Classroom is committed to creating welcoming and inclusive spaces through our educational programs at Fan Expo Denver. PCC was not consulted on the booking of Gina Carano and opposes her involvement in the Fan Expo Denver event." In a subsequent tweet, they added, "Carano's past comments and actions are at direct odds with our organization's mission to celebrate diversity and build inclusive pop culture spaces where all feel welcomed." Finally, they revealed they attempted to get her canned from the event, tweeting, "We've expressed our opposition to the team at Fan Expo Denver, and Carano will not be participating in any of Pop Culture Classroom's educational programs or activities during the event." Interestingly, Pop Culture Classroom, whose board of directors includes Tone Ellis de Jesus, Shatana Allen, Frank Torina, J.P. Prentice, Esteban Morin, Todd Fukai, and Kyle Burnett, provided absolutely zero evidence to support their claim that Gina Carano's, quote, actions are at direct odds with our organization's mission to celebrate diversity and build inclusive pop culture spaces where all feel welcomed. If this sounds familiar, it's exactly how Disney justified firing Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. If you remember, a Disney spokesman announced Carano's firing back on February 10, 2021 via statement that read, quote, "Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future." The spokesman added, "Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable." Again, Disney did not actually provide any evidence on what those social media posts were, but at the time, one social media post was being taken issue with by people on Twitter, and that social media post in question was posted to Carano's Instagram stories. It was a screenshot from Warrior Priest Jim podcast warning about how hating your neighbors can lead to extreme violence. As you can see, the post reads, "Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children." It then featured a quote that states, "Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?" The post also included a picture of a woman in undress being chased by a bunch of youths with blunt objects in their hands. In fact, Carano's Instagram stories post mirrored one from the Auschwitz Memorial from November 2018. The Auschwitz Memorial tweeted, "When we look at Auschwitz, we see the end of the process. It's important to remember that the Holocaust actually did not start from gas chambers. This hatred gradually developed from words, stereotypes, and prejudice through legal exclusion, dehumanization, and escalating violence." So one wonders why that Instagram stories post was so objectionable, given the content was very similar to a tweet from the Auschwitz Memorial. One also has to wonder how Gina Carano's past comments and directions are at direct odds with Pop Culture Classroom's mission. It makes one question whether Pop Culture Classroom's mission and values are completely fake and they don't actually believe in them whatsoever. In fact, I would argue that by attempting to ban Gina Carano, Pop Culture Classroom exposed themselves as complete and utter hypocrites. They do not believe in inclusiveness and diversity, and they clearly do not believe in making all people feel welcomed, given they are actively trying to ban Gina Carano from the convention. Instead, it appears Pop Culture Classroom looks more like a political entity and is making decisions based on politics and are trying to cloak their political agenda in the words of inclusiveness, diversity, and welcoming. What they've actually done is they've exposed the wolf under the sheep's clothing. Pop Culture Classroom is a nefarious entity, and they have made that abundantly clear by their own actions. I would not trust anything coming out of that organization due to their hypocritical nature, their stance against Gina Carano, and honestly, just their disgusting behavior with this statement. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.